Before we get started, just wanted to thank you guys for helping me get to 4,000 subscribers recently on the channel. I don't know what's been going on this past week, and I don't know if it's due to the coverage of the Tamasha Nations 2022 event that I did recently, but there's been a big boost in numbers of views on particular videos, as well as the boost in subscribers. And the overall engagement in conversations that I've been seeing in the comments are overall positive, which is nice to see. So thank you very much for helping me get to this point. Hopefully sometime in 2023 we can get to 5,000, but it's not about the numbers. It's just about having fun talking about, action figures that we're getting ready to collect and be excited for in our collections. So again, thank you guys. Moving on, I do want to talk about a couple things that Good Smile showed off recently. You saw the title of the video. Don't worry, I'll get to it in a second. But WonHobby Gallery Autumn 2022 just happened. They do this every season, so they do it in the spring and all that, where they will, quarterly talk about some of their products that they're making, update some prototypes that they revealed a while ago, and there's a lot of stuff that they talk about in these events. Lots of stuff was shown off from different anime properties, and not even anime, just other stuff in general. I will leave links down in the description below where you can take a look at their gallery, because I'm not going to be talking about everything in this video. I don't know some things about some of these properties, and it's just a lot to talk about. You can check their website that has the WonHobby Gallery, or you can check Good Smile US's Twitter account, where they show a lot of their stuff there as well. Now, as you can see, we have our first look at the Figma Power. Now, I know it's been kind of cool lately to dunk on Good Smile because of, when SH Figure Arts revealed, Chainsaw Man. That one just, I think, blew the Figma Denji out of the water, besides the fact that the Figma comes with Denji parts. With this one, though, I think that the Figma Power actually doesn't look that bad in comparison to the SH Figure Arts one. And I will bring out an image in a second showing off both of these side by side. Just giving you a quick up and down look of what this figure looks like. There's some things about it I'm not a crazy fan of. There is this weird separation of, the waist articulation where you could see a gap from her stomach where it should have the rest of the shirt with the not tucked in shirt. It just looks a little distracting. I'm sure you can move the joints around to where it doesn't look like there's too much of a gap, but in this image, they don't really do a good job of hiding that gap like that. I know that they were focusing on articulation, so that was probably their only way they could give us that type of waist articulation. I'm not going to knock on it too much. The elbow joints are just a little too circular, like with a lot of Figma figures. They're just very, very circular, and they just kind of break the immersion of the overall detailing and sculpt of the figure. Overall, though, this thing does not look bad. I think that the articulation in the knees is pretty well hidden. Lots of really nice details. Like if you saw the shoes looked really good. Wrinkles everywhere. I think how, they have done pre-posing, how loose her coat is, where, the hood is just really big and, drooping on certain sides. I think that looks really good. I think the shape of the head might be a little bit off, but this is undeniably Power. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of soft plastic hair strands towards the front of her face. They do that sometimes with particular characters. This is actually not too bad looking, I don't think. We just only have this one image to go off, though. I don't know when pre-orders are going to drop. I don't know if they're going to drop in a couple weeks, like when Denji was originally, teased, and then a couple weeks ago that we got more images, and then a pre-order drop there. We'll just have to wait and see, and I'll try to update you guys as best as possible. We do have a side-by-side image here that I have. Over on the right, that's the SH Figure Arts Power. On the left, is the Figma Power. Me personally, again, I think that the SH Figure Arts one looks better, but I don't think it's that big of a difference this time around. I just mostly like how more of the joints are sculpted with the elbows and knees on Power. SH Figure Arts Power, I should say, excuse me. Now, I forgot to mention that it's very hard to see with Figma Power, but there is that soft plastic, lack of better terms, a diaper piece that they have for the crotch area, where it has a little bit of, it has some cuts in there to allow for articulation, but it just overall doesn't look that great. It's not like how, it should be a whole sculpted piece like how SH Figuarts is doing. Now, I don't think it's as bad on the Figma Power, mainly because you can't see it very well because it's just very dark. The black pants kind of hide some of the details in this image. But with Denji, you know, that soft plastic crotch piece was just way too apparent and just did not look very good, unfortunately. We also have a better idea of some of the accessories that the SH Figuarts one is going to come with, because you can see the hammer right there. We don't know anything else. I'm pretty sure if, you know, both figures don't get Meowie, at least the Good Smile one is going to get Meowie. But again, even though I think the SH Figuarts one looks a little bit better, especially with the head shape, I think the head shape is better on the SH Figuarts one here. Both look pretty good, and I wouldn't fault anyone for our picking one over the other, or both, honestly. So there's that, as well as some Nendoroids that they showed off, because even before the anime came out, they made Denji with Chainsaw Man parts as a Nendoroid, as well as Power, and those actually got, or they are at least getting re-released due to the popularity of the anime. Now we have Aki here looking pretty good. There's not much I could talk about right now. We just have one image of this, but the overall details are nice. You know, I may not own a bunch of Nendoroids, I only have a couple, but Nendoroids do a really good job at being very recognizable what character it is, but also retaining the Nendoroid style. And, you know, they may not be the most articulated figures, but they come with all the pieces to recreate what poses you would be doing for Nendoroids. And he has his katana here. That looks really good. The overall detailing, especially in the head and the face printing and the shoes too. All that looks really sick. We also have Makima. Oh no, not this pose. If you know, you know. Oh goodness. But she looks really great. Not even joking. I was surprised. I thought she would get revealed and announced before the anime dropped, similar with Denji and Power. But hey, either way, we are getting a Nendoroid Makima, if you're a fan of the Nendoroids, of course. This is pretty good looking. The eyes come through really nicely. I think that the way that they've done the hair, like the paint in the hair, is really good too. Everything about it is looking really nice so far. I think they did a really good job. They also have Kobeni here. I demand we have a Nendoroid Kobeni scar. In all seriousness, Kobeni, there's really not much to talk about with her right now. It's looking pretty good. I'm not sure what other faces we could be getting with some of these characters. Makima really only has two expressions, a slight frown and a slight smile. With Kobeni, I'm expecting maybe some peace signs ever since she started freaking out in some of the recent episodes, of course. Maybe a face like that too. But hey, this is a pretty nice looking Nendoroid. No word on Himeno yet. They may eventually do a Himeno Nendoroid, but I just don't know. I have this image here where I've edited all of these images together. They're just silhouetted images that we are getting pop-up parades of a lot of characters. So far in the pop-up parade line, when it comes to Chainsaw Man, all we have is Denji, normal Denji, and a separate Chainsaw Man figure. These are more if you're not familiar with these are more affordable, like $40 to $50 statues that are I think 8 inches, I think. That's a very popular line for Good Smile just because of the affordability and because the detailing actually isn't that bad on pop-up parades. So, yeah, these are going to be really sick. We just only have, silhouette images at this point to show off. We're getting Power, Makima, Aki, Kobeni, as well as Himeno, and we'll just have to wait and see if they are going to announce, anytime soon, the actual prototypes. Hopefully they look pretty good. I do want to quickly show off the Playmax Power that was actually revealed earlier this week, and this is a pre-posed figure, which is more like a model kit, but it's going to be, you assemble it and it's just going to be a pre-post figure. I'm just showing this off here because I talked about it in the very first Figma Denji video I talked about, where they said that they were going to make a Figma Power as well as a Playmax Power. And, Playmax, they have some articulated model kits, and then they have a good number of pre-posed statue-like model kits. And I assumed it was going to be, because we're getting a Figma, I assumed it was going to be a pre-posed Power Playmax, and I was correct. So, which isn't a hard, prediction to make. But it's still pretty cool to see a different variety of different Chainsaw Man products for people who want them. Me personally, of course, I'm more inclined on the more articulated stuff like Figma and SH Figure Arts, on the Tamashinations end. But, Nendoroids are so pretty cool. Pop-Up Parade, I have friends who own Pop-Up Parades. I've seen them in person. They are really nice statues for the prices that you're paying. So, yeah, either way, lots of really nice products from Good Smile. What Tamashinations does is mostly the articulated figures that a lot of us love, like SH Figure Arts. But where Good Smile does well is having different types of lines for different collectors. You want a more anime accurate, highly articulated figure, you have Figma. If you want just a pre-posed, pretty affordable statue, Pop-Up Parade. You want something that's a little bit more stylized and kind of like a chibi version in your collection, then you have the Nendoroids. So that's good to see a different variety from Good Smile here like they usually do. And hopefully they continue with some other products in the line with Chainsaw Man. So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think that one of these figures, the Figma or SH Figure Arts Power is better over the other? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Links are down in the description below of my sources, and I'll see you guys later.